I keep it 100, like boarding in the streets, but especially when recording. Mint tea and a spliff in the morning, then I beat up the beat like doors to a Mormon. Mama said the devil find works for bored men and leave trouble only white men can afford them. I try to put my focus on the Lord then, but like Hocus, I was back up in the Trojan. Wanna invest in the future, you should let me sign a big...
Yo, welcome to another episode of our podcast, Young Clips Chair Game. I'm your host, Dovey the Don, and we got ReadyRockDee.
Sir, what's good with it,
Jeez, give me some props.
How you feeling,
good?
I'm great, man.
Right.
Blessed to be here,
You
my
got
G.
the props at the end.
Yeah.
Straight out of the Yonkers.
Straight out of YO, man.
YO.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, yo, you guys got to keep it down back there. So, yo, what's that like?
Man, it's a grimy city, man. It's an underdog town. Like, I was hearing people describe, like, Montreal as feeling, like, slept on and underrated.
Yeah.
Very similar to where I'm from.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I relate to it a lot of the people and what they go through out here and shit, because that's how it is.
That's how it is out there.
But yeah, underdog, grimy city.
Okay.
Not much luxurious shit. Like,
Yeah.
if you come to my town, ain't nowhere to go on some sightseeing shit. Like, I'm gonna bring you to something good to eat.
Yeah.
A back block where niggas is chilling.
Yeah.
Maybe an after spot.
It's still like that right now out there. Like niggas still chilling outside. Like,
it's still like that. They
right?
trying to gentrify shit. But it's still like that.
Okay.
Like, the way that shit is broken up out there, it's like a few major hoods, and then the other side of Yonkers, a lot of niggas don't even go to that shit unless they going shopping or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit look like.
Okay. Talk me about your name, ReadyRock. Break that down. What does that mean? Where do you get it from?
It means a few things. You know, playing in the streets. You know, I definitely was, you know, doing what I did, and it all culminated with the music because I had a homie in my group, Jay Bug. He used to be like, yo, you should call yourself ReadyRock, man. Like, da-da-da-da. Like, you already know what we do out here.
Yeah.
And kind of just how it came together. You know, I said it in a rap one time, and then it just stuck. And I just ran with this shit, and it became Brandon after that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
ReadyRock. So guys, the D is coming from your name?
Yeah, so the D coming from my original name, and ReadyRock is just, you know, how things was moving in the street.
Yeah. So you out here in Montreal, man.
Out here, man.
How you feel about the city, man?
I love the city, man. The city got some edge to it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the G's that I tapped in with, show hella love. Like, on the repeat visits, they pop right back out, make sure I'm good, make sure I'm eating good, make sure I know where I'm going, you know what I mean? The signs is different, you know what I mean? So everybody always shows
How'd you
love.
even find yourself all the way over here?
I came out here, I was opening up on tour
Yeah.
for these guys, Apathy and Self-Titled.
Yeah.
And we did the Belmont. And shit was alright, it was a dope experience. And then the way I move, I connect with everybody. So there's not gonna be a person in the building that if I'm on my ones and twos, I'm meeting you. I'm shaking your hand, I'm dapping you up. If I feel good
energy.
Chemistry, good energy, we exchanging contacts, we exchanging, you know, social medias and shit. And just planting small little seeds that, you know, if I'm ever around in town, I'm gonna tap in, show love, and, you know, hopefully that phone get picked up and it's love. Man.
But like, how did you always know about privy to Montreal or Canada?
Like, like
okay,
we
always tapped in.
We was always
so they know about Montreal out there, Yonkers.
We was always tapped in with Montreal.
Yeah.
Not necessarily for like the whole music scene, but just for it being a popular city, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I fuck with boxing too, so all the big fights back in the day used to be coming through Montreal and shit, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that was my like kind of learning experience.
Something you privy to.
The beginning, yeah.
Okay. So you're just coming from a Cypher.
Yes, sir.
Talk
about it.
DGKicks. Shout out
DGKicks, man. Shout out my guy Shondell, man.
How did that go?
It went great, man. Had 5 of the illest in the city that was rocking with me today.
Who was out there? Shout them out. Who's out there?
I had King K with me. Yeah. I had Brooks Giddem. Okay. I had Basics. I had Showbiz, and I had Widget.
Okay.
And all fire. Like, you know, everybody brought a different element.
Yeah. We're not here to be nice though. Like, who went the hardest? Straight up.
I went the hardest.
You went the hardest.
I'm gonna always go the hardest.
Destroy these niggas.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay.
Like,
I didn't hear your shit, but I heard a little clip of Widget That nigga went stupid, yo. Shout out Widget, bro.
Widget is tough. Like Widget is one of them guys out here, and that's why he was invited to the situation. Everybody who was on the situation
for a reason
is with the shits. You get what I'm saying? So I already knew what type of energy it was going to be. I already knew it.
Yeah. All right, sorry, but aside from you, who went hardest?
I think Widget.
Okay.
I think
we
Widget.
Agree.
I think Widget. I think Widget went crazy.
Yeah. Why? I
fucked with this shit he was talking about.
Okay, the content, the lyrics more than anything.
Sure, yeah. I'm more about, how you saying shit versus always what you saying, because I know if I could believe it, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, he gave me that feel like he meant every word. So.
What are you more about? Like, more about the bars, more about the flow, more about, like, what are you more into in rap?
Just the authentic side of it, like, it could be either or. Like, some of my favorite rappers aren't bar heavy rappers, you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, bar heavy rappers can carry this shit, you know what I mean? So it depends, because if you're a super bar heavy rapper and I don't believe you, then it don't hit. You know what I mean? Like, believability is a big factor to me. Like, you know what I mean? Especially if you spitting about a certain type of content. You ain't on no lyrical, miracle, rapidy rap shit. If you spitting street shit, I need to believe you. You know what I mean? Like, so that's big for me. But yeah, like I could soak in many different styles. I just like, that's my style. I like the.
Where's your strong point?
Just street rap, like street rap.
But like, I mean, like more storytelling, bars, like
bars,
okay.
Yeah, bars,
more bars. Okay.
Yeah, heavy. Lyrics, just double entendres. I like creative shit, but I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be Geek Squad created. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want it to be like,
Do you have like a certain pattern that you follow when you rap, or you just flow, whatever comes out, or do you have a certain strategy to how you put your shit together?
Nah, no strategy. Okay. I think if you just pre-plan it and pre-cook it too much, it ain't gonna come out authentic. You know what I mean? Like, even with the Cypher shit, like I had sent the instrumental out to everybody probably 3 weeks ago. Okay. I ain't even write my shit to this morning. Wow. Like, because it gotta be fresh. Like, everything I do gotta be fresh. Like, I don't even got like a shitload of songs in the stash. Like, what you see out there is what 9 times out of 10 I just recorded and let it fly.
So you wrote it this morning, memorized it, spit it.
I had like a 3-hour
your memory game is on point.
Yeah, I can write quick and remember quick.
That's solid.
I had a 3-hour ride from Kingston, so I could just play the beat.
Yeah.
Feel that shit in my head, and by the time we land in town, we good to go.
I think that's a plus, yo. When your memory is like on point, that's a super plus.
I still actually write shit down too. So I don't do everything in my phone, so I think that also helps too.
Can you go in the booth off the top and just?
I've done it. I don't prefer it. I like to sit with something for like 20, 30 minutes and then go in. But I've done it, like, on some quick turnaround shit.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about this Canadian tour you got going on.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the whole Canada, man. Shout out my dog right here. 30 for 30 World Tour. We had 6 cities, 6 nights. Started out in Brantford. Dope turnout. Then we actually flew over to Winnipeg. Coldest fucking city I ever been to.
That was the first place you went, Winnipeg?
No, we went to Brantford first.
Oh, Brantford.
And then Winnipeg was second.
Okay.
But that cold is different up there. Like, that shit did something to my chest. And then we flew back, and then we did Ottawa, Toronto, Kingston, and tonight we did Montreal.
Okay. But you knew you were getting into in terms of the cold. It's Canada, you know what I'm saying?
But that Winnipeg cold, I don't think it's the same cold, man. That shit ain't the same, G. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit hit different. Yeah.
Really. So why did you decide to go on a Canadian tour? Why Canadian? You from the States, you know what I mean? From New York, like, that's where, like, Atlanta, all this hip hop shit is from. Like, why are you coming all the way out here doing a tour? First Canada.
First off, there's real niggas in Canada, so that's first and foremost. But a lot of untapped markets. Like, a lot of times people, when they go on tour, they hit the big cities. They don't hit the small cities that are in between the big cities and make a connection with those people. There's fans out there. There's audiences out there. Even when I check my numbers and I see who really tapped in with me, they're not all from big cities. So the touring has been instrumental in my career because I'm able to touch everybody. You know what I mean? And
that's your name out there.
Right. So when I did the Canadian run, it it was more along the lines of put 2 or 3 big cities in there and then surrounded with 2 or 3 smaller cities and make a run out of it. That way everybody can get a chance to be a part of it. There was people who came to Brantford that lived in Toronto because they couldn't make it, work and shit like that, and then vice versa. So we've been seeing a lot of that.
That's sick. So out of the different cities you've been to so far, which one which one you loving the most?
So on this particular run, the most impressive city I would say is Ottawa.
Ottawa.
I didn't know I had.
That's crazy.
I didn't know I had like a strong enough fan base out there to carry a run.
Okay.
And I was pleasantly surprised with.
So it was more off a fan base why you love Ottawa.
Yeah,
you got the support, you got the love.
That, and then Toronto is a market that's been strong for me for a little bit now, but Toronto was pretty good. So I would say that was a close number 2. Tonight was special though because it wasn't a traditional show. You know what I'm saying? All the other ones was a traditional show. Tonight was it was a building block experience with niggas of the community that's really putting on. And I wanted to shed a different type of light as opposed to kind of like a showcase type of light. I wanted to bring it back to the essence of Cypher, bars, put, 50, 60 people crammed in a small room and just have that energy. Like, I miss that feel too of, if you got something, let me hear something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even get that no more. Like, I don't even get that. We even like chilling. They don't be like, yo, Rock, let me hear something. I don't even get that shit no more. That used to be a thing. You know what I mean? So I wanted that to be something that we did tonight.
Yeah.
Sure.
Drop some names. So every city you've been to, what is like a top artist that stood out to you? Because you're pretty much doing the same thing you did here.
For sure.
Everywhere, right?
For sure, yeah.
So who's some people that we could go check out that, you met up?
Yeah, on this run, I was super impressed with Ason Eastwood out of Toronto. He killed it. Let me see. I would say JD in Ottawa.
Okay, JD.
Yeah, he brought a dope experience. It was definitely a unique experience to the stage.
Okay.
In Winnipeg, Mike North. He looked like he got a nice control of things out there, and what he's rapping about and shit like that is shit that I fuck with.
Okay.
Let me see, Brantford. It was a couple people in Brantford. I would say Star. Star was pretty good.
Yeah.
I would say probably Star. He was pretty good.
Yeah.
But a couple people was actually pretty talented in Brantford. And then my whole card in Montreal was it because it was handpicked. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I reached out personally for the most part on everybody on the joint. It was like, yo, want to put together a different type of experience. Want to join the Cypher.
And you met them at the first show.
Met them at a previous event.
Yeah,
that Shamir Beyond invited me to. And we was able to make solid connections and shit. So
for sure.
I just make it my business. If I'm gonna spin the block, I'm gonna spin the block and tap in with niggas.
For sure. All right, yo, talk to me a little bit about Yonkers.
Yeah.
Okay. So you say you grew up there, right?
Born and raised.
What was your childhood like?
It was grimy, single mother parenthood, like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
going through the same shit that, project babies go through.
Yeah.
Becoming a man of the house at an early age.
A lot of people tell me Montreal looks like New York. Is that fact?
Yeah, Montreal would look more like I would say more like a Philly. More like a Philly. Because of your architecture, got like certain type style of buildings. Y'all back blocks remind me of Philly because you got a lot of one-way back blocks and shit.
So you've been around to all the states out there?
Not all the states, but enough. Enough. Like if it's like a major city, I probably been in for sure.
Okay. What about Jada? He's from Yonkers. You know Jada?
Yeah, know Jada.
You know him personally?
Know him personally.
Okay. Talk to me about that. How do you know him?
Just, him being a legend of the town. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that people haven't been able to experience. Like, these guys have been putting on for our city before the world knew about them. You know what I mean? So, like, the Jadakisses, the DMXs of the world, God bless his soul, just the whole Locks in general, they was legends to us before they was legends outside the city.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So my relationship and rapport with them is different from like a fan from outside of the city. You know what I'm saying?
So you know DMX too?
I went on. He brought me on one of my first tours.
That's sick.
Yeah, he was before he left and he passed away. He made sure that I was able to traveled with him a little bit, and he told me that, yo, just keep going because you're gonna be next to hold the torch. So I heard it from the horse's mouth. I'm gonna carry that. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
But yeah, like Yonkers is a grimy place, man. Like it's nothing but projects out there. Like it's nothing but, you know, corner stores and just bodegas and niggas hanging out. You know, it's not much beyond high school out there. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, niggas get caught up in the shits. You know what I mean? And you have a few, you know, that slip through the cracks and make it to be something. But it's real grimy out there, man. And even like when you bring up Jadakiss, like there's been times with my hood and Jadakiss hood. You know what I mean?
Okay, it's two different hoods. Because I'm about to ask you, how do you like, when you like, grew up in the same hood? Like, how do you
it's completely
see
different
them around,
hoods,
like,
bro. Like, look, so the hoods are still in close radius. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you go to a certain school or if you're going to get something to eat in a certain place, you're gonna you're gonna have to cross through another hood. You know what I mean? Because the way Yonkers set up, they pretty much just said all the ghetto niggas over there. You know what I mean? So you got hoods in different radiuses and shit. But yeah, like you can have like generational beef and wars just because of how the hoods are set up. Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? But you know.
So like, you still didn't really answer my question. You just knew him like.
Through
music?
No,
like,
I didn't know him through music. I knew him just
growing up around the
block.
block.
Being a young nigga outside running around, and that's Jadakiss. And Jadakiss is outside for real. Like you can pull up and catch Kiss outside,
just out there,
dice game, or just just chilling. You know what I'm saying? And like,
people are not like starstruck around it, just regular.
Not in the city
because they're used to him.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting to. Like you know, in the city, like when we grow up around it, it ain't this we appreciate it, but it ain't the same level of appreciation as somebody outside of town because we see it every day, and that's actually a bad thing. You know, you should be throwing people their flowers even more, but it just become, you see somebody every day. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to admire it at a certain level.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Give me like a quick oldest memory back in Yonkers, some of your childhood that you can share with us. A quick story.
Yeah, man. I mean, I got tons. Shit, I've seen DMX battle niggas.
Oh yeah, what was that like? Did he have his dogs with him? I heard interviews he had his dogs.
DMX used to rob niggas around town with dogs.
Oh man,
like, you know what I mean?
The dog was holding them up.
Yeah, real shit. Like instead of having a hammer on you, he had dogs. Like he was robbing it. He was everything he rapped about. That's why I'm probably from that club. Like, everything he rapped about was exactly what it was. It was real. Like. You know what I mean? But I mean, I was a part of everything. Like when D Block and State Prop went to war and they was going at it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, State Prop some real niggas. They came up to Yonkers. Like and it was war. Like, know what I mean? Same thing with the G-Unit beef. Like we seen them.
I was about to ask you about that too.
Yayo and them niggas slid up the Yonkers and niggas stood firm. Like, you know what I mean? But a lot of people, they wanted to see what Yonkers was about because they hear how grimy it was. Like when people want that authentic feel to shoot their videos and shit, they come to my town.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so you're saying Yonkers hold weight. That name holds weight out there in New York.
For sure.
Okay.
It's grimy. Like, you know what I mean? It's just grimy.
Okay. What would you say? Which out of all the different boroughs or New York and stuff, which one holds the more weight? Which
more weight? Yeah. I mean, I ain't from a borough, so it's kind of hard. But like Yonkers is his own place. Like we don't associate ourselves with New York City. You know what I'm saying? Like at the same time, it's love, but most people will probably say Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Like because that's like the popular grimy spot out of the city. But we wouldn't identify with that shit. Like we our own wave. Like. We don't follow nobody's rules. Like, it's just us.
Okay, so you as a rapper from Yonkers, do you have like the hood behind you supporting you, or is it like crab in a bucket?
Nah, it's dog eat dog out there. It's dog eat dog. Like I don't got the whole Yonkers behind me. I got enough of Yonkers behind me that want to see me win and that know I'm him. But at the same time, there's niggas that see me shining that I went to war with years ago just because that's how it go in the city. And I'ma never have that side of the support. You know what I'm saying? So
do you think it's easier for you to like make a name for yourself or to blow like outside of your
hood? Yeah, for sure. Like there's not even mad music venues in my city to even do certain shit. So you gotta eventually spread your wings in other places. You know what I mean? But I always feel it's important that you can hit the road go win the championship, bring the shit back home. You know what I'm saying? The people gonna love you. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I'm proud of myself on is I still do a local show every year and we pack that shit out and we sell it out. But for the most part, I take the show on the road. I got hardcore dedicated fan bases and I bring the wins back home. You know what I mean? And I bring niggas from Yonkers on the road with me when I have the chance to. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still, serving the community, giving back.
That's dope. What's the competition level like out there? Like, is it hard? Like, is there other rappers that are like?
Yeah, there's tough rappers out there.
Yeah. Like, give us a name, a shout out of someone we could go look up. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe a youngin. You have anybody under you? Like,
I would say right now, niggas who's really killing it. I would say Jiggity's doing good.
Jiggity.
Yeah, I would say Jiggity's doing good. He running shit up out there. Super, he doing good. J9, he been cooking out there for years. Yeah. So just I'd say that's a couple Yonkers names that nobody, the world don't know. That deserve flowers and shit around the town.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to your rap a little bit. Do you do battle rap and stuff like that as well, or I'm just making music?
I don't professionally do battle rap, but to do what I do, you had to battle. You know what I'm saying? So I've done it. I've participated in battles, and it was like a
3 rounds off the top.
You had to be ready. Like, you had to go outside. Like I was raised where you come outside, you gotta have 10-16s ready to go.
In your dome.
In your shit ready to go. Because you never know who you gonna run into. And you couldn't reuse the same shit all the time because you might run into niggas that was a part of the last cypher or the last joint. You know what I mean? So have
gotta look around, make sure. Can I say that one?
When you go out of town, you could use the same shit, like because nobody know it. But when you was in town getting it in, like you had to have fresh shit. You had that fresh shit. Word. And that was the DVD era. Like I came up like DVD era. This was like right before all the Instagram and all that shit popped off. Niggas was on DVDs. That's how niggas was getting it. You know what I mean? So like I'm like in the middle of that shit.
Okay. What's your favorite part about like when you're making the music? Finding the beat, writing to it, recording it, or performing? Like
performing.
What's your favorite part?
Yeah, it's to me. And maybe it's a hot take, but it's the only true opinion. It's the only true way you can find if somebody really like your music. If somebody hears you live for the first time and they have nothing to do with you, no affiliation, no nothing, and you can win them over with that one performance, that tells you your song is good. You know what I mean? I feel like anything else could be manufactured in the studio. You know what I'm saying? A dope engineer, dope producer,
ghostwriter.
It could be exactly. Ghostwriter. Somebody. You could take an artist who has no rap background and you can actually make a hit. You know what I mean? But when you put them on that stage for the first time, you can tell that they're not natural because they can't perform. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna always say perform. It's my favorite part of this shit.
That's dope. What's your views on like melodic rap and all that coming into the industry and everything? Do you think that it affected like the old school raw rap where people are just focused on?
I think niggas who don't embrace it is just hating. You know what I'm saying? Like at once upon a time, we was doing this shit that our parents were saying
shit.
Exactly. So I just think that's hating. Like niggas who I listen to now do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And like if I got you in the whip with me, we not even listening to the style of rap that I make. You know what I mean? I don't even want to listen to that shit. I'm listening to the young niggas. And I'm listening to niggas who talking different type of street talk. You know what I mean? That motivate me because I like niggas who sound like where they from. You know what I mean? Like I don't like niggas who trying to be like somebody else.
Yeah. Are you able to do that? Do you like put some auto-tunes?
I've done it. I think everybody, well, I'll speak for myself, but I do think everybody has like, man, I could do this shit too. You know what I'm saying? So I've done it. Like I got Afrobeat songs, right? Nigga. Like yeah, like I give it up on that end too. Like you know what I mean? Like word.
Okay. Who do you have like bumping in your headphones right now on repeat?
I fuck with Icewear Vezo. I fuck with Lil Baby, Lil Durk.
Lil Baby, Lil Durk. So you really do like that?
Mozzie.
Yeah, Mozzie go hard.
Fuck with Mozzie. I even fuck with ESTG. Who else I fuck with?
All right, let's get into
Pusha T.
Top three of all time to you.
Nas. Jay-Z. DMX. I just feel like no one touched the people heart to heart like he did.
Like DMX. Like the modern day Pac in a sense. Okay. And who's your personal favorite of all time? Like, just your personal favorite?
I would say it's probably Nas.
Nas.
It's probably Nas. Yeah, I'll probably say.
Well, what about Nas?
Nas.
The storytelling, is the bars.
It's everything. It's a feel that Nas gives you when he spits. You know what I'm saying? He gives you a vibe that obviously he started young. He came in the game young, but he gives you a mature side to do this lyrical shit. But you know he about the shits.
The intellectual side.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so I was heavy on Nas, but personal favorite, yeah, I would say Nas. You know, I never rank him like that, but like, yeah, I would say Nas for sure. You know, heavy, but still hometown shit. Heavy Jadakiss. You know, I definitely listen to shit like that, like in terms of like who's gonna be like my favorites and shit. But yeah.
Okay. We're gonna play a quick game. All right.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say 2 different artists and you pick one.
Yeah.
All right. Nas or Jay-Z?
Nas.
Biggie or Pac?
Big.
Pac or DMX?
DMX.
Common or Mos Def?
Common. Common got a classic album with B. I fuck with Common.
50 Cent or The Game?
50.
Dr. Dre, P. Diddy?
Stop it, King. Damn, man. I'm gonna slide with Dre.
Start with Dre? Yeah, let's start with Dre too.
I'm gonna slide with Dre.
Pop Smoke, Trivial or Trivial Foreign?
Pop Smoke or 5e?
5 or Foreign.
Give me Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke?
Yeah, give me Pop Smoke.
Cool. Style P or Jadakiss?
Come on, man. Yeah, man. I'm supposed to be coming out here with Styles P soon, man.
You know what I'm saying? Bring him. Yo, by the way, Style P is one of the illest performers I've seen.
Yeah, we trying to get him to come out here.
He came into the crowd just like...
Nah, that's what he do. Like,
no fear. Like, it was
my bro
crazy
Superior
stuff.
was just with him the other day. We was trying to make it all make sense for him to get out here with me in Canada.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn, man. I'm going to take Kiss.
You take Kiss?
Mm-hmm.
Drake or Jay-Z?
Jay-Z.
King Von or Lil Durk?
Durk.
Okay, one for the females.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nicki Minaj or Lil Kim?
Kim gave me some memories, but I'm going to say Nicki.
Nicki? Braps.
Kim gave me memories, but I think Nicki overall, she delivered more bodies of work.
Who's the greatest female rapper of all time?
It's probably Nicki.
Nicki?
Yeah. You know, she stayed the longest. She put out the most bodies of work. Like, she didn't have a time where she came and left the game. Like, she influenced the new culture and still had the culture from before her rocking. So, yeah, I'm going to say Nicki right now.
All right.
So who's your favorite other locks?
Kiss.
Lad?
Styles.
Yeah.
But
There wasn't. I'm not gonna lie though. There was a time like around my way, SP was.
SP, and especially the way like he was a hooded nigga in the sense of the way he did his music. Like he killed the mixtape and he brought out
my
the
bad.
whole.
My bad. I thought you were looking.
Kiss wasn't really out mixtapes with D-Rock niggas. Like he was on the mixtape with Bully, fucking all those niggas. You know what I'm trying to say? Like
I done put Bully on tour with me before.
Yo, he was that street shit. Like his mixtapes, fam. P's mixtapes and Kiss didn't really care about mixtapes like that. Like, enough times his mixtapes would be watered down and recycled shit he already had made. You know what I'm saying? Like,
SP output is higher than Kiss though. Like I think if you put both of them in a
I
room,
love mixtapes.
Styles can write more songs quicker than Jadakiss.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because
His output is higher.
more material than.
Styles P still dropping like what, 2 albums a year?
Yeah, because I feel like he has more material than Kiss. Kiss finesses
But I feel
his material.
Kiss his shit hitting. It's
Because
potent.
he finesses his material.
It's
He
potent.
doesn't just. Like
potent.
Kiss is a more marketable nigga. He's slicker with that, but I feel like Styles my nigga, dog. He's just so street.
Oh, you're talking
He's just so street. Like, he's principled.
Like on some like who like
that nigga you can relate to, cause that's you, dog.
yeah, that's what. So I was gonna get there. Like if you asking me like, yo, who I'm gonna go to the bar and get drinks with, I'm probably gonna go with SP.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna go with SP.
Styles will probably shank.
But Kiss is funny. Like Kiss is like Kiss can make you laugh. Like Kiss is he like a real life character.
Styles ain't taking.
You know what I mean? But Styles P, I fuck with SP.
I always said like when I was kids with my niggas and we bumped them heavy,
Yeah.
I would always say, if you're a dope boy, you'll relate more to Kiss, and if you're just an all-around street nigga, you'll relate more to.
Yeah, that's accurate. Yeah, that's
the way
accurate.
I saw it.
That's accurate. And to their credit, like all three of them, legit niggas in the street, legit. Like you know, like what they rap about is real. Like the town is stand for it for sure.
Is there anybody big out there right now? That we don't know. Like, it's kind of bumping. It's kind of coming.
That's the thing, man. It's probably me, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm probably
yeah.
it's probably me. It's not
super hard.
It's like the three niggas that I named, they got waves too.
Okay.
But yeah, I would say it's probably me.
You.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, DMX took him on tour.
That's hard.
That's hard. Yup. X took me
You
on tour.
You get a chance to make a track with him, anything like that?
I haven't made a track with him. I got unreleased X shit that I've been offered to jump on. So we'll see how that works out with clearances and shit. But that would be something I would like to happen. For sure.
Through the pain, through the struggle, if you try and reach, then you gon' pull a muscle. I did it all for the hustle. Tryna ball, build, wrestle. Through the pain, through the heat, I can't take it, too much pain in these streets. I did it all for my peeps. I did it all in these streets.
Had a lot of pain in me, now I got these chains on me. Think my legs gave out the way I keep this cane on me.